Deep in southern New Jersey lies a vast, dark forest. It is a place of sandy soil and dense pine trees, stretching for over 1 million acres. This is the Pine Barrens, and for nearly 300 years, it has been the home of a legendary creature. Locals call it the Jersey Devil. This creature is not just a monster from a campfire story. It is a piece of local history, whispered about for generations. It represents the fear of the unknown, lurking just beyond the edge of town, where the streetlights end and the deep woods begin. It is a shadow that has haunted this place for centuries. The descriptions of the Jersey Devil paint a truly terrifying picture. It is a creature that seems to defy all natural laws. Witnesses have claimed it has the head of a horse, with glowing red eyes that pierce the darkness. Its body is long and snake-like, but it stands on 2 thin legs with cloven hooves, like those of a goat. Perhaps most frightening are the large, leathery wings that sprout from its back, similar to those of a bat. The sound it makes is just as horrifying as its appearance. People say it lets out a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream that echoes through the pines, a sound you hear once and never forget. The creature is said to possess abilities that are just as strange as its form. Some stories claim it can move with incredible speed, vanishing into the trees before anyone can get a clear look. Its wings are not just for show. It is said to fly with an unsettling grace, soaring above the canopy of the Pine Barrens. The tales also speak of its supernatural strength and its ability to elude capture, no matter how many people are searching for it. It is a phantom, a ghost made of flesh and bone. This mix of animal parts and unearthly powers makes the Jersey Devil a truly unique monster in American folklore. The legend is more than just a scary story. It is a part of the very identity of this region. For the people who live in and around the Pine Barrens, the Jersey Devil is a local celebrity of sorts. The tale is passed down from parents to children, a shared piece of spooky heritage. It gives the quiet, sprawling wilderness a sense of mystery and danger. It suggests that even in our modern world, there are still dark corners where ancient things can hide. The legend reminds us that some mysteries are not meant to be solved. They are meant to be told over and over again in the dark. The most famous story of the Jersey Devil's origin dates back to 1735. It begins with a poor woman named Jane Leeds, who lived in the Pine Barrens with her husband and their 12 children. She was known to her neighbors as Mother Leeds. When she discovered she was pregnant with her 13th child, she was overcome with despair. Tired and frustrated with her difficult life, she supposedly raised her hands to the stormy sky and cursed the unborn child. She wished that the devil would take it. This single desperate cry would echo through the centuries, giving birth to a legend that refused to die. The story continues on a dark and stormy night. As Mother Leeds went into labor, a terrible tempest raged outside her small, isolated home. The wind howled through the pines, and rain lashed against the windows. Her friends and a midwife gathered to help her. Everything seemed normal at first, but when the 13th child was finally born, the room fell silent with horror. The baby was not a normal human child. It was a monster. It had the features that would later become famous: the head of a horse, the wings of a bat, and the hooves of a goat. It was the curse made real. The creature did not stay for long. According to the legend, the newborn monster began to change right before everyone's eyes. It grew larger and more ferocious with each passing moment. It let out a terrible scream, unfolded its leathery wings, and attacked everyone in the room. It thrashed and clawed, causing chaos and panic before finding its escape. The creature flew up the chimney and disappeared into the stormy night, its terrifying shriek fading into the sound of the wind. Mother Leeds was left with nothing but grief and the horrifying memory of what her curse had created. From that night on, the creature was said to roam the vast expanse of the Pine Barrens. It became a local boogeyman, a story used to frighten children into behaving. But the tale of Mother Leeds is not the only one. Other versions of the story exist, each with its own small changes. Some say Mother Leeds was a witch who made a deal with the devil. Others connect the tale to political rivalries of the colonial era, suggesting the devil was a slander against an enemy. No matter the version, the core elements remain: a cursed birth, a monstrous child, and a creature that haunts the woods to this day. For nearly 200 years, the Jersey Devil was mostly a local ghost story. People would claim to see strange tracks or hear unsettling screams in the woods, but the creature remained in the shadows. That all changed in January of 1909. For one terrifying week, the Jersey Devil stepped out of folklore and into the headlines. Over 1,000 people across the Delaware Valley, from New Jersey to Pennsylvania and Delaware, reported seeing the creature. It was a bizarre and unprecedented wave of sightings that gripped the entire region with fear. The story was no longer just for the Pine Barrens. The sightings began on January 16th and quickly spread. People from all walks of life reported encounters. A trolley car operator in Bristol, Pennsylvania, saw a winged creature sitting on the tracks. Police officers in Camden and Bristol fired their weapons at a flying beast, but failed to bring it down. A woman in Moorestown, New Jersey, heard a noise outside and saw the creature trying to eat her dog. All over the region, mysterious, cloven hoof prints appeared in the snow, on rooftops, in fenced-in yards, and in the middle of open fields. The tracks seemed to defy logic, appearing and disappearing without a trace. The panic reached its peak by the middle of the week. Schools closed in some towns as parents were too afraid to let their children walk outside. Mills and factories shut down because workers refused to travel to their jobs, especially at night. The public was terrified. Newspapers ran sensational stories with dramatic headlines fueling the hysteria. Armed groups of men, called posses, formed to hunt the creature through the woods and swamps of the Pine Barrens. They searched for days, but they found nothing except more of the strange, unexplainable tracks in the snow. Then, as suddenly as it began, the wave of sightings stopped. After one chaotic week, the Jersey Devil seemed to vanish back into the wilderness. No one ever caught the creature, and no one could explain what had happened. Skeptics tried to offer logical explanations. They suggested the creature was just a series of hoaxes, misidentified animals like sandhill cranes, or simply mass hysteria fueled by the newspapers. But for the thousands who swore they saw something, the explanation was simple. The Jersey Devil was real, and for 1 week in 1909, it had revealed itself to the world. So, is the Jersey Devil a real, living creature, or is it nothing more than a powerful piece of folklore? From a scientific perspective, the answer is clear. There is absolutely no physical evidence to support the existence of such an animal. No body, no bones, no definitive photographs or recordings have ever been produced. Biologists argue that a creature of that size and description could not survive and reproduce for centuries without leaving behind some kind of proof. The strange tracks found in 1909 have often been attributed to hoaxes, with people using carved wooden hooves to create the prints. Historians offer a different kind of explanation. They believe the legend grew from a combination of real-world events, social tensions, and old-fashioned gossip. In colonial times, the Pine Barrens was a remote and misunderstood place, home to religious outcasts and political rivals. Some scholars suggest the Leeds Devil story was actually a form of political smear campaign aimed at a prominent family named Leeds. Over time, these political stories blended with older European folklore about demons and monsters, slowly evolving into the tale we know today. The legend became a way to explain the strange sounds and shadows of the deep woods. Despite the lack of scientific proof, the Jersey Devil remains an incredibly important part of New Jersey's culture. The creature has become an unofficial mascot for the state, a symbol of its wild and mysterious side. Its name and image are everywhere. New Jersey even has a professional hockey team named the New Jersey Devils, who proudly wear the creature's silhouette on their jerseys. The legend appears in television shows like The X-Files, in movies, and in countless books and podcasts. It has become a fun, spooky piece of local identity that people embrace with pride. In the end, whether the Jersey Devil is fact or folklore doesn't really matter. The story has taken on a life of its own. It adds a layer of enchantment and a touch of fear to the quiet beauty of the Pine Barrens. The legend invites us to look into the dark woods and wonder what might be looking back. It is a reminder that some corners of the world still hold their secrets close. True or not, the Jersey Devil continues to fly through the dark sky of our collective imagination, a perfect American monster that is as timeless as the forest it calls home.